Imagine two of the biggest stars in Chinese entertainment, who once created magic on screen, now rumored to be reuniting. After years of inactivity, the entertainment world is suddenly in an uproar as the names of Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo reappear side by side. Is this mere coincidence? Or a sign that the legend of Bo Jun Yi Xiao is about to be revived? Tonight, we'll discuss all the signs, rumors, and hidden facts that have shaken Weibo. Welcome to China Idol Spotlight, where every rumor has a story, and every star has a destiny waiting to shine again. Recently, the Chinese entertainment world has been rocked once again. The names of legendary actors Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo suddenly appeared side by side again on social media. Not at a single event, not in a single photo, but on the official CBI's ranking of all-time highest advertising revenues, where they both topped the list, side by side as if time had never separated them. The hashtag about them immediately shot to number 1 on Weibo, racking up over 300 million views in just a matter of hours. Fans began screaming hysterically, some crying with emotion, others in disbelief as the two names once considered a legendary couple were finally mentioned together again. Chinese media even dubbed this phenomenon a reunion without meeting, a coincidence that didn't seem so coincidental. However, what really excited the public was the rumor that emerged shortly after. Several major entertainment accounts reported that Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan would soon be reunited in a major film project titled Four Vice Heroes, produced by box office king Wu Jing, no Qin. The news spread like wildfire, and all Chinese gossip portals were immediately republishing the information. Fans who had been waiting for years for an interaction between these two actors seemed to find a new glimmer of hope. "Is this a sign that fate has brought them together again?" wrote one netizen. "They don't even need to appear together, just their names are mentioned and the world is already shaking." And indeed, it's true. It's been almost 5 years since they last shared the screen in the legendary drama, The Untamed, Chen Qingling, but their magnetism has never faded. Every time Wang Yibo's name comes up, the image of Xiao Zhan is immediately brought to mind. Every time Xiao Zhan trends, the hashtag Bo Jun Yi Xiao inevitably follows. Even after the two stopped interacting, even after rumors of a professional breakup spread, the public still can't shake that association. They aren't just two successful actors, they're symbols of an era, icons of the largest and most emotional fandom in Chinese entertainment history. Now, as reunion rumors begin to circulate, old fans are reactivating, and previously dormant fanbase accounts are suddenly reviving. Many are reposting old photos from 2019, smiles behind the scenes, laughter on set, and even clips of old interviews where the two compliment each other. A sense of nostalgia immediately permeates the entire fan community. But beneath the euphoria, there's also a sense of trepidation. Because the public knows their journey hasn't always been easy. There were times when their popularity peaked, but also times when the distance between them was palpable. So the big question arises, will they truly reunite? Or is this just a coincidence too good to be true? Before answering that, we need to go back to the time where it all began. To the year that changed their lives and the entire history of the Chinese entertainment industry. And that's where this story begins, behind the scenes of a drama that they never imagined would make them legends. After the incredible success of The Untamed, Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo's lives have never been the same. Overnight, the two became global phenomena. They are more than just young actors. They are cultural icons, the faces of a new wave of Chinese entertainment that is taking the world by storm. The media dubbed 2019 the golden year of Bo Jun Yi Xiao. Every news story about them topped Weibo's trending pages. Top fashion magazines vied to feature their faces on the cover. Even international brands like Gucci, Chanel, and Cartier began to notice the two stars' extraordinary influence. After The Untamed, Xiao Zhan's career skyrocketed. He was not just an actor, but also a symbol of elegance and dedication. With his gentle features, polite demeanor, and calming aura, he attracted the attention of numerous luxury brands. In 2020, several global fashion brands even spent tens of millions of yuan to make him a global representative and spokesperson. He received special treatment, including handwritten letters from top brand CEOs, front-row seats at Paris Fashion Week, and the tight security of a Hollywood star. He became the face of the Chinese gentleman, elegant, classy, and untouchable. Meanwhile, every project he starred in was a success. Whether it was dramas, films, or commercials, they all broke records. Within months, he became the most commercially valuable Chinese actor. The highest. Analysts even call his influence comparable to that of world-class Korean idols. Meanwhile, Wang Yibo, with his mysterious aura and cool charisma, has pursued a different but equally spectacular path. He focuses not only on acting but also on music, dance, and motorcycle racing. His unpredictable personality makes him even more appealing to the public. During his 2-year collaboration with a high-end fashion brand, Wang Yibo earned an income equal to Xiao Zhan's, albeit with a very different style. While Xiao Zhan is known for his elegance and gentleness, Yibo is cool, and bold. He has become a lifestyle icon for modern youth, full of confidence and freedom of expression. His concerts are always packed, his shows are always trending, and every public appearance creates the Yibo effect, a term used by Chinese media to describe the extraordinary surge of attention he receives whenever he appears. Fashion magazine Harper's Bazaar China even wrote, "Wang Yibo doesn't just sell style, he sells aura." Even though they've taken different paths, each success of one always reminds the public of the other. The names Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo are like two sides of the same coin, inseparable. Their fans, both solo stans and shippers, continue to talk about their relationship even though they no longer interact directly. Every time Xiao Zhan receives an award, comments like "Bo Jun Yi Xiao is proud of you" fill the Weibo comments section. Their popularity has transcended the boundaries of fandom. They've become symbols of friendship, professionalism, and the enduring appeal of two stars born in the same era but walking different paths. But behind the flash of lights and camera flashes, subtle shadows are beginning to emerge that are slowly changing everything. Media pressure, fan rifts, and career rivalries are starting to create a distance between the once close pair. Many say this is normal for two big-name actors with busy schedules and career paths. But for Bo Jun Yi Xiao's fans, the distance feels like losing a part of their own dreams. Some even refuse to believe that the two are no longer close. However, the entertainment world doesn't always go the way fans want. The media began to pay attention whenever they appeared at the same awards show, cameras always looking for a gaze moment or a small reaction. But what was apparent was a professional demeanor, formal, polite, yet cold. There were no longer the spontaneous interactions of the past. Eventually, some fans began to wonder, is Bo Jun Yi Xiao really over? The question hung in the air for years, never truly answered. But time marched on, and the two continued on their separate paths, two superstars now lighting up the sky from different directions. But fate seemed unfinished. Because several years later, a small incident brought Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo's names together again, and the world was shaken once again. After reaching the peak of popularity, the world seemed to turn upside down. Fame, once a blessing, had now turned into a trial. Both Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo slowly realized that their every move was now under extreme scrutiny, and the slightest mistake could become a social media explosion. At first, everything seemed normal. The two superstars were busy with their respective projects. Xiao Zhan began to focus on serious acting, taking on roles that showcased his profound acting skills, while Wang Yibo delved deeper into the world of music and racing. However, for fans, the silence between them was unusual. In the past, even a glance backstage could become the subject of thousands of edited fan videos. But suddenly, there was no more interaction. No photos together. No mentions on social media. No smiles to prove their togetherness. The Weibo account, once filled with Bo Jun Yi Xiao fan art, had now become a battlefield of heated debate. One side remained loyal to their ship, while the other began calling for a breakup and focusing on supporting their respective idols. The situation reached its peak when several misunderstandings arose between fans on Weibo and Douban. Small posts could escalate into a major storm. One of the most challenging moments occurred when a controversy involving Xiao Zhan's large fanbase inadvertently sparked a boycott explosion online. Negative hashtags flooded Weibo, and in no time, Xiao Zhan's name suddenly disappeared from many major platforms. Fans cried, the media was confused, and many blamed their own fandom. Amidst the chaos, Wang Yibo remained silent. He didn't make a single comment. But behind the scenes, numerous sources said that Yibo refused to let the media smear Xiao Zhan in any interviews. He chose a professional stance, not openly defending him but also not adding fuel to the fire. Meanwhile, Xiao Zhan chose the more difficult path of silence and introspection. He took a step back, calmed himself, and wrote a reflective message on his personal account. For a moment, the world saw that even though they were no longer appearing together, their mutual respect hadn't completely disappeared. After that incident, the two of them seemed to be living in two different worlds. Xiao Zhan slowly returned, starting from scratch with a calmer and more meaningful drama project. Meanwhile, Wang Yibo was busy with action films, variety shows, and professional motorcycle racing competitions. But every time they appeared at the same awards ceremony, the world would pause. The camera constantly tries to capture their moments, whether it's a smile, a glance, or even just a glimpse of eye contact. But all that's visible is politeness and professionalism. Behind the scenes, rumors suggest their agencies are deliberately distancing themselves to preserve their image and avoid a larger fandom conflict. Many fans are saddened, but they also understand, as the Chinese entertainment industry is notoriously strict about managing public image. For both of them, silence doesn't mean hatred. Silence is protection. Not just for themselves, but also for their careers, crew, and the people behind the scenes who work so hard for them. Even though they haven't seen each other for years, the shadow of the Untamed and the Bo Jun Yi Xiao era lingers. Fan edits, old footage, and behind-the-scenes videos of them still circulate online, viewed millions of times each week. Every time one of them mentions precious past in an interview, the fandom goes wild. Is that code? Is she talking about Yibo? Questions like these never die. Because even as time passes, some fans believe a relationship built on sincerity never truly fades. They may no longer be standing on the same stage, but their lights still intersect in the Chinese entertainment sky. Two stars that once shone together now shine on different paths, but are still visible from the same vantage point. After years of going their separate ways, the public has grown accustomed to seeing Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo anonymously. They're now like two superstars in different galaxies, shining together but miles apart. But the Chinese entertainment world never runs out of surprises. And this time the surprise came without warning. It started with a small post from an entertainment gossip account on Weibo. It wasn't very well known, but it was often accurate. A major project was about to be announced. Two top Chinese actors who had worked together before were now set to reunite on the big screen. Without naming names, but within minutes of the post's appearance, Weibo was on fire. Was this about Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo? Thousands of other comments followed. Entertainment media outlets began writing articles, large fanbase accounts shared old clips, and the entire Bo Jun Yi Xiao fandom, once divided, was suddenly revived. We've been waiting for this day for so long. They'll finally be standing on the same stage again. It didn't take long for the rumors to intensify after leaked internal documents surfaced that Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo were among the actors being considered for the film Four Vice Heroes, a colossal project produced by No Kin, the king of the Chinese box office. Four Vice Heroes is touted as one of the most ambitious projects in the Chinese film industry this decade. Its budget reaches billions of yuan, and the story revolves around the courage of four young heroes who fight injustice to save the nation. When rumors surfaced that the two leads would be Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo, the internet was in an uproar. Some fans even began creating fan-made posters, featuring the two in battle uniforms, with the caption, "For Heroes. Two Legends. One Destiny." However, not everyone was happy about the announcement. Some industry observers speculated that the rumor might simply be a promotional strategy to boost hype. Others worried that if they did work together again, conflicts between old fans could flare up again. But on the other hand, true fans saw it as a second chance to prove that their support could be more mature, calmer, and more appreciative of the work than just a mere ship war. Interestingly, a few days after the rumor went viral, Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo both did something suspicious. Xiao Zhan posted a black-and-white photo with the short caption, "Same night sky, different story." A few hours later, Wang Yibo shared another photo of the night sky with the caption, "The stars never really disappear." The internet immediately went wild. Was it a coincidence? or a hidden code that they would actually reunite. Fans of Bo Jun E Xiao quickly decoded this sky code on various online forums. One even created a viral theory that the night sky referred to the Untamed, as in that series many key scenes take place under the moonlight. Shortly thereafter, an official film industry account wrote, "Good news for Chinese cinema fans. 2 big stars will soon appear in the same project. Details will be announced next month." Without naming names, but the world already knows who they are referring to. For many, this news feels like a circle finally closing. After years of being separated by busy schedules, public pressure, and silence, the two are now mentioned together again in the same sentence. It's as if the universe is reminding us that some bonds are unbreakable, just waiting for the right time to shine again. For fans who have followed their journey since the Untamed, this isn't just another reunion rumor. It's a symbol of hope that friendship, professionalism, and fond memories can endure the storm of fame. Will they really appear together in a new film? Or is this just a passing fad like all the previous rumors? No one knows for sure. But one thing is clear. Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo still have the power to shake up the entire Chinese entertainment world, even with just one small rumor. In less than 24 hours, nearly every major entertainment media outlet in China began reporting. From Sohu Entertainment to Sina News to Tencent Video, all ran articles with the same tone. Fans hope Bo Jun E Xiao will reunite. But beneath the enthusiasm, reporters began seeking answers directly from key sources at both actors' official agencies. Xiao Zhan's management finally spoke first. In an official statement released via the agency's Weibo account, they wrote, "We thank the public for their interest in each of Xiao Zhan's works. He is currently in discussions for several film and television projects, but no official decisions have been announced yet." The cautious wording didn't deny, but it didn't confirm either. For CBI's fans, it was enough to spark hope. Shortly afterward, Wang Yibo's agency issued a similar statement. Wang Yibo is currently focusing on filming and promoting his latest film. Regarding future projects, we will make an official announcement once all the details are confirmed. 2 nearly identical statements. And for the Chinese entertainment world, that means one thing. The possibility of a reunion is very real. According to them, the two agencies' cautious steps only reinforce the suspicion that negotiations are underway. If the rumors were truly false, they would have strongly denied them from the start. Even a senior director who previously worked with the production team of The Untamed posted a cryptic Weibo post. Sometimes, some reunions take years to happen again. But believe me, when the time comes, it will be even more beautiful. The post was immediately flooded with comments from fans. Everyone was convinced this was a subtle hint of a Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo reunion. While nothing was confirmed, the impact was already being felt. Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo's popularity rankings rose simultaneously on the Weibo Star Index platform. Brands that collaborated with them also capitalized on this momentum, re-airing old ads featuring the two close together. Interestingly, both Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo remained completely silent amidst this uproar. No comments, no clarifications, no additional posts. And as is often the case in the world of CBIs, silence speaks louder than words. One insider quoted by Sohu Entertainment said that both actors share the same principle. They don't want to announce anything prematurely, preferring their work to speak for itself. Another source said that No Kin, a major producer currently preparing the film 4 Vice Heroes, has been eyeing them for a long time. Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo have a cross-generational appeal. They are not just actors, but also symbols of an era, combining classic poise and youthful energy on screen. Although no final statement has been made, the public agrees that this is a historic moment in the history of the Bo Jun E Xiao fandom. All media outlets, forums, and even non-fan communities are discussing it. Not only because they are both famous, but because their story depicts a very human journey of friendship, distance, silence, and the hope of reconciliation. Maybe they'll never truly be back to how they used to be. But as long as their names can still appear in one sentence, it's enough to make millions of hearts smile again. And sure enough, for several days in a row, the combination of the names Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo has again topped China's trending list, something that hasn't happened since 2020. To date, there has been no official announcement whether the two will actually appear in the same film. But one thing is clear, the world still can't forget Bo Jun and Xiao. Every rumor about them still stirs millions of emotions, creates nostalgia, and unites a fandom that was once divided. In the silence, the two names still shine, not necessarily together on screen, but side by side in the hearts of the public. And perhaps, as one longtime fan said, the greatest reunion isn't when they appear in the same film, but when the world finally sees them standing in the same place with the same smile, without any pressure. This rumor about Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo's reunion turned out to be like a small spark that turned into a full-blown flame. Not just on Weibo but across social platforms. Old fans who had long since moved on suddenly became active again. They changed their profile pictures to portraits of Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji's iconic duet, rewrote old fanfiction, and even replayed the Untamed OST as if they were back in 2019. Comments like, "Is this a dream come true?" and "Please let them have one more project this time," flooded their timelines. Meanwhile, the entertainment media joined in the euphoria. Several portals began comparing the two's career paths after the Untamed, with Xiao Zhan, with his clean reputation, major drama projects, and increasingly gentlemanly image, and Wang Yibo, with his mysterious aura, transformation into an action star, and reputation as the king of the CBI's stage. Interestingly, although the two never mentioned each other publicly again, many small moments convinced fans that their relationship is still good. For example, in an interview last year, Wang Yibo was asked who his co-star had been most in sync with in the past. He simply smiled and replied curtly, "There is someone, but let the public be the judge." Fans immediately guessed it was Xiao Zhan. Similarly, when Xiao Zhan appeared on a variety show, the host played a clip from the Untamed. Instead of shying away, he stared at the screen for a long time, then laughed softly, saying, "We were very young then, but I learned a lot from that collaboration." Again, one sentence, but enough to shake the fandom world. In a way, this reunion rumor wasn't just about a new film project, but about hopes, memories, and dreams rekindled after so many years. It was as if the entire world of Bo Jun and Xiao, once sleeping, had reawakened with renewed vigor. And interestingly, some inside sources in the entertainment industry even said, if the two actually appeared in the same project, it could be the most historic reunion in Chinese entertainment this decade. Imagine two actors with a global fandom, strong reputations, and legendary histories on the same stage again. The impact? It could explode internationally. Time marches on, but the story between Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo never seems to truly end. Even though years have passed since the Untamed, every time their names appear together, the world seems to stop for a moment. No other project, no other pairing has created such a profound impact. Perhaps it's because, for many, Bo Jun and Xiao is more than just a drama dot who worked hard, weathered the storm of criticism, and created something irreplaceable. And if one day they truly appear side by side again on the same screen, no words are needed, just one look. One small smile and the world will be alive again just like before. Because truly, legends never truly end. They're just waiting for the right moment to come back to life. Maybe they'll never truly return to the way they once were. But one thing's for sure, every time Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo's names appear together, the world pulsates again. It's as if time stops, and everyone remembers what it felt like to fall in love with a legend. Is this a sign of a real reunion? Or are they just memories that refuse to die? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons so you don't miss the latest updates from the world of stars that never lose their light. See you in the next video, only on China Idol Spotlight, where stars shine and legends never fade.